Whenever you are chasing something obsessively, it shows that you want that thing to see you. You don't feel that the universe sees you already, but the way of the higher self is of attracting. It's never about others seeing you. It's about realizing that regardless of what you are doing, who you are, the universe always sees you. Because a lot of times, chasing something outside of you, it is the ego's way to seek validation, to make itself feel whole just for a moment, because it is something which is false. It is not true wholeness that comes from within you. For a moment you may catch a glimpse of it, but it will be an illusion. You will be satisfying yourself that, oh, something saw me, they gave me validation. It can be something, some person, but when you are not connected to your own wholeness, your own source, you're looking for signs outside of yourself. But the universe wants you to realize that it was never about chasing, but it was always about becoming the source. And when you have that chasing vibration, the outside will mirror that. The more you will try to attract something, it will push itself away from you because it is reflecting your state of being. So until the focus completely becomes shifted to yourself, not to anything external, but to yourself, in realizing the wholeness within you, then only you can operate from this space. Because we have been heavily conditioned to constantly chase something. But the more you chase, the more you are not being the empowered self, the powerful being that you are. It's like you are the source of everything and you are happy just by a little bit of it. You don't want the source anymore. That's how we have been conditioned. That we are okay with depending on something when we are actually the source. And another thing is that when the ego doesn't get what it was chasing, it gets really irritated. It gets angry. It gets frustrated because it tied its entire worth to that particular thing. Now without it, it's nothing. So that is why when you operate from this space of source, you can't lose anything because everything belongs to you. You never look for the outcome because you are already enjoying the juice of life in the present. Only the ego seeks validation from the future. That is why it is continuously chasing. Because when you chase something, you get the fruit in the future. But when you stop chasing, you are here and now. You are present with yourself. You are living in the moment. You are being here. And through that, everything unfolds itself. So this is why being the source is a very powerful place to be. But it requires courage that you get through following your heart. The ego doesn't have this courage. It is heavily conditioned. It is always afraid. It doesn't know its own potential. So the more you become aware that you have been conditioned, you have these programs where you feel that you are not enough, that you are not the source, that everything is outside of you. You have to chase it, you have to beg for it. The more you drop this belief, this story, the more powerful you become. Your own conditioning is your greatest barrier to unlock your true potential. And unlearning of these programs, this conditioning, needs awareness, needs questioning. If you don't question anything, you will think that this is the only way to operate because this is how majority of people are operating. So are you willing to be the odd one out? Are you willing to do something that not everyone else is doing? Because everyone is chasing. Do you want to repeat the same old story or are you willing to create something new? That's your choice. So realize that you are the source. You don't have to chase anything. The more you embody that source energy, you attract everything. When someone is saying, look at me, give me attention, that is not universe. But someone is just embodying their authentic self. And they don't care about any validation, any external validation in form of anything. Because they know that universe sees them. And as a reflection of that, the external mirrors that. They attract everything. They don't even have to chase. So you are that powerful. The only thing that's needed is to realize your enoughness. Just by your being, by your consciousness, just by being you, you embody a frequency that is unique itself. And you just have to embody that and express that. That's enough. You are enough. And that powerful frequency will attract everything to you. Don't chase, attract. Much love to you all.